Yeah, this is the summer diet. So I just eat half of it. The cheesecake was made with canned food, canned fruits. Barely any water in the river, so people go down there. Look. There's another pub just behind me, Founder's Arms. Actually, I didn't know the name. I need to look it up on the wall. And this is amazing. It's only in London, I think, that when you buy a beer and just like there's so many people inside, outside in the garden area, so they are just staying on the street. And this is so cool, you know, this crowd surrounding the pubs. This is a super interesting area. There was a bridge half ready, and they basically decided to build another bridge which was cheaper, and they just used the building blocks from the half-made bridge. And also they find here someone who was doing the finances of the Vatican, but that's an old story. Look at the date on this thing, 1869. I can tell you that I can watch hours and hours of documentary how they build this sort of structures, the bridges, 100 and 200 years ago. This is super fascinating, and I was always so proud of my family member who worked on the tube. I think this door is not locked. We could go easily downstairs because there are people walking up and down here, mudlarking. They're looking for stuff thrown into the river today, yesterday, or maybe 2000 years ago. They always find something. This is amazing. So I need to tell you about a historical event. I was somewhere and they had a scale, so I stepped on that scale, and let me tell you that I am the heaviest I ever been. And I always went to the gym. I always did sports. I always did all sorts of things because it was part of the package. Basically, where I worked, it was free. So we always went after the shift, after work. And nowadays I just don't do it. And I said, okay, maybe I'm gonna have a break, a couple of months or something. But that obviously stretched out a year and two, and I just put on weight. Oh my god, so sad. Okay, this is the sunset. Very obviously a selfie with the sunset in London. It's always good, even though I don't really post it anywhere nowadays, but it's a must. The very first tube or underground or metro was here in London, and the second one was actually in my hometown in Budapest in Hungary, and one of my family members was there actually working on it, digging it, and he was there from the very beginning to work on it. I'm so proud of him. Lots of sirens here. Well, obviously it's London, it's a busy place. There are stairs here. You can go up there and just walk down the, and like this gentleman you can take pictures and stuff. Okay, we got super lucky. It's very busy area right now. There are lots of people, lots of tourists, and we got an empty bench for us and for our staff. So happy. With the family, we always speak Hungarian. We speak our language, and I got used to it that no one speaks this language, so I can say whatever I want. I can say it loudly, I can say it in a normal voice. It doesn't really matter. And today it was very funny because we met so many Hungarian groups. There were so many changes recently. So before people could come from Eastern Europe anytime they wanted to, but now they need to fill up some paperwork, and in a very near future what they need to do, they need to even pay. I know that if you go from Europe to the USA, very soon you need to pay like $250 or something just to visit as a tourist. So we were by the church where it has a very strong connection to Shakespeare. So when you come to London, you definitely should see that. It's near to Borough Market, and I was walking, and the girls, they sat down somewhere. They find a place to sit down, and I was carrying their stuff, all their bags and all the shopping, everything, and they were shouting at me to bring our bags here. in Hungarian, and the Hungarian tourist group at once, everybody at the same time, they all like looked up, all of them, and then they talked Hungarian. So this is how we recognize each other. And obviously they didn't say bring our bags here. They said it a little bit differently. You know, it's Eastern Europe, so there were some additional words that I don't think YouTube could handle, not at the moment. Today is a perfect summer day and the girls really enjoying themselves. So I had a few minutes to send a video message to one of my best friend, Cedric, who just moved to another continent. And I always thought about this. If it's you know a nice thing if you send messages to someone who basically began a new life and most probably wants to forget completely about the life in London, the life in Europe in general, because it's a closed chapter. But then I remember that I used to work in 5 different countries, and it would be so cool if those people would message me. But of course, I can message them as well. Well, I decided to send a video message anyway because it's a perfect summer day, and if you want to choose a good time to send a message with videos about London, then today is absolutely perfect. And of course, I need motivation from my friends, not from strangers, from friends, that I need to hit the gym. I need to go for running. I need to do something because I never been this heavy. I have so much weight, and I need to either change my wardrobe, buy new clothes, or do something with myself completely. And I need to do it every single day, some sort of exercise. And it's much better to start over the summer period than in the winter, I think. But I definitely need motivation. I need someone to tell me to do it, because otherwise it's never gonna happen. And definitely changing the diet, eating every day green and salad and these sort of things, it's, oh my god, that's not gonna happen. So I need to look into something moving.